am currently standing in St Mark's Square. Now it may look a little bit different to normal. That is because normally it is just filled with loads of paving stones and pigeons and people running around. However, we were lucky enough to come at a time when there is a huge orchestral concert going on, so it looks a little bit different, and I will show you some clips of the concert later in this travel video. However, what I wanted to do today was give you my first impressions of Venice and maybe a little bit of a travel itinerary for anybody else wanting to perhaps get the most out of Venice in just 24 hours. So on our rough itinerary, although we want a little bit of spontaneity in it, we're thinking Cafe Florian on St Mark's Square, which is obviously made famous by Ernest Hemingway. Maybe even a trip over to Harry's Bar if we have enough time, which was obviously made famous again by the Rat Pack and people like Frank Sinatra. It's supposed to be a very luxurious bar. We have already had a quick trip to the Hard Rock Cafe, but we may have to actually venture back there. Also, another famous landmark in Venice is the Rialto Bridge, and eventually a little cruise up the Grand Canal, but not a gondola because they are very overpriced, and to be honest we're not sure we have enough time today because later today we are catching the train to Trieste. So first things first, it's early in the morning. On one of these corners in the square we have Cafe Florian, so we're heading there first. How's your coffee?
Cold.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be. Is it strong, that Italian coffee?
Greek coffee is stronger.
Is it?
It's nice. Guys, I felt very conspicuous filming my entrance into the lavatory. But it has been absolutely lovely at Cafe Florian with all the live music. On to the next thing.
So we've had a nice little morning coffee. Johnny had the Cafe Freddo as usual, but now we're going to have a little walk around the square, show you Dog's Palace. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's what it looks like in the background. We're going to go over to the palace itself and walk around the entire square before heading to Rialto Bridge.
And then we've got your microphone.
I feel like the camera doesn't really do the palace justice, because when you get up close to it, there are just so many intricate carvings and like gilded gold detail, a bit even like in Cafe Florian. The amount of gilding is just unbelievable. The gold's cheap, is it?
Cheaper than the UK, but that's not hard.
I just really like all these arcades. I think they're really nice, if that's even what they're called.
Smell.
Does it actually? That is a myth that we have busted about Venice. It does not smell. We don't know where people are getting that from. We think it just smells like seawater.
It smells like ghost.
It smells like seawater, which we are used to. Andiamo.
That was something to do with my mate Pablo.
Did you say some bloke named Pablo?
Yeah, mum.
Johnny managed to successfully navigate our way here down all the little winding streets to the Rialto Bridge, because believe me, it is actually like a maze, Venice, and I think I've already said it is much bigger than we estimated. I have underestimated how large it is. I would say it's around a 7-mile square, but I will correct that if I'm wrong just here. But shockingly, the Grand Canal doesn't really have many walkways that you can actually walk down the side. You have to get a water taxi, such as that one, if you want to go up and down it. The gondolas don't come out onto the Grand Canal as much and kind of stick to the back bits. So really the water taxi is the best way to see all the way up it. And there are only 4 bridges over the Grand Canal. One at the bottom near St Mark's Square, which is the Accademia Bridge, and then the Rialto Bridge, and then there's 2 smaller ones further up. So let's go check out the famous Rialto Bridge. And I'm currently standing on a very tiny little pier. And Johnny's been waiting. Pizzas? Big pizzas. Pizza bar right opposite the bridge. Oh, what? Is there another Hard Rock Cafe? No. Is there another Hard Rock? You're going in there, aren't you? Are you going in? Johnny's looking at cufflinks for the cruise coming up. Johnny just got his token patch, although this time it's a pin badge.
It's not patched then, is it?
But he has to get some kind of patch or pin badge everywhere we go, and especially a Hard Rock Cafe. And we had no idea that this extra gift shop was here, right on the Rialto Bridge. But now we're going back to looking at the Rialto Bridge. Very spontaneous and unplanned, this vlog. But you know, you can have an itinerary and then other things happen.
Boats over there.
So I said that there wasn't actually many gondolas on the Grand Canal, and although there are some, what I meant is compared to sort of the smaller canals. I think it's on the Grand Canal that they're also the most expensive, and if you go to one of the back streets you can have a more quiet gondola ride for a little bit cheaper. But this is one side of the Rialto Bridge, that is the water taxi, but let's have a look at the other side.
Itong recollection ganito dito ko.
Oh no, she's taking one of us.
Okay?
Yeah. Smile.
It's very cramped. There are lots of lovely little shops on this bridge, so we're going to go explore them now.
When they start heading back soon before the children rental picks off, don't we? That's what I mean.
so hot. We've even underestimated the heat. We have got sun cream on.
Frozen watermelon.
Frozen watermelon. Yeah, we have got sun cream on, but it is so hot. Hence you keep seeing me put my linen shirt on again and then putting it off again. There's another little square here, just at the bottom of the Rialto Bridge. But now we actually have to go check out of our hotel room, even though we can store our luggage. So we're going to go do that. Then we might head to Harry's Bar possibly, if they will let us back in, minus the luggage and looking a bit scruffier with trainers on, because it is a very posh bar. But if not, we'll still get some outside shots. And then it will be up the Grand Canal. So off we go. We decided on second thoughts to have a quick drink by the bridge because we are very dehydrated.